Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Married to Medicine review, y'all. Don't forget to check down below for Omiyage and get you some. Okay, I'm telling y'all. Okay, I have not used anything else since I started using Omiyage. It's the best. It's the bestest. Okay, so check down below. Go to omiyage.com and get you some products using my code. Okay, and support the Black-owned businesses with the natural hair care products. Okay, yes, supporting the Oratious. Okay, so before my phone dies, let's get into Married to Medicine. So we're gonna start off with the continuation to all the peen that was at Toya's birthday. Paint and sip. Peen everywhere. Peen on the floor. Peen on the table. Peen in my face. Peen on my ear. Peen on a picture. And peen from the rear. Yes. And oiled gluteus maximus, hot flashes from Jackie, Heavenly trying not to look, deciding to draw the cross that was on his chest instead. And Contessa is getting every nook and cranny that she's singing on one of the men. He's a perfect specimen. Yes. We're forgetting about Dr. Scott. All right. Heavenly gets picked up by a naked man, and the way he grabbed her by the arm, and she was like, "Oh Lord!" And then he picked her up, and she was all out of breath. Caught you slipping, didn't he? Lord have mercy. I enjoyed it. I would love to have been invited. My husband wouldn't have had a problem with it. As long as no peen ends up in any of my orifices, we're fine. Okay? Toya and Buffy talk. Okay? Because Buffy had been laying it on rather sweet for a while. But by the time we was done with this party, Buffy was done with the veneer that okay, whatever that fakeness she had going on when we first met her in last episode. Child, she must have drank all of her fakeness away, because Toya tries to check her once again for not checking her friend, and Buffy says that she did check Jocelyn on her behalf. Toya feels like she didn't care, and it was kind of like an afterthought, like, "Oh girl, let me just send you to the spa because you need it." It wasn't like that. And honey, text a spa day. Let's not argue about gifts that we need and want. Let's not do that. And then Toya starts to talk about how Eugene was called a B and all of this. And she's like, "I didn't call your husband a B. That wasn't me." All right. And I checked her. Like, "What do you want me to do, Toya? Oh my God, I'm done talking about it." And it's like, wait a minute, Buffy, wait a minute. I thought we was classy based. What is this? I thought we were giggly. "Oh my God, my name is Buffy." You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we were there with it. What's happening now? And from what I understand, Toya was really going at Buffy because Buffy is coming for Toya's spot. They go outside, and Contessa tells Buffy that Toya can be tough, but stick it out with her. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Child, I don't know why you telling her that. How many times have you been forced to have a conversation with this child?" Inside, they sing happy birthday. And like I said, Buffy was a bit too much at the end there. Okay? Yes, maybe you should take her home, Simone. Yes, maybe it's time for y'all to go. Okay? Because this is just messy. And this is Toya's birthday. She didn't even invite her. And I felt, look, I was on Toya's side. I was on Toya's side as it pertains to this is my party and I'll cry if I want to. Even though I do agree that Buffy, did tell Jocelyn to stop. I think there is some speculation that she sent Jocelyn after Toya in the first place. We being slick with it. We trying to get a namesake on the show. We trying to get an intro. You know what I'm saying? But Eugene wants to get the guys together to do some damage control because of Toya's party, because everybody's uptight and didn't like that there were so many peens in their wives' faces. Eugene says that there was nothing artistic about that party. Those men were supposed to be sitting still, not walking around waving it everywhere and picking people up. They also discuss the fact that the lease on the place that they're staying in is up, and they don't want to spend more money on a hotel, so they're going to have to move into their brand new house before it is completely done, which goes against the vision that Toya had. But it's like, girl, adapt. You got to roll with these punches. At the end of the day, you are going into a beautiful home that y'all built from the ground up. I don't understand why you are complaining about anything right now. I don't understand. I would not complain about anything. I'm paying these movers. It's going to be a long day. I'm going to reward us with some terrible food after. And we're going to enjoy this wonderful house as we slowly but surely unpack these boxes over the next couple of weeks. Okay, we're going to be all right. We in here. Okay, we in here. I can get to my tub, the water running. Oh, then we in here. My appliances in here. Oh, we can call the cable people tomorrow. Oh, all right, then we in here. Like, I'm not about to complain about that. But they got to call a contractor to try to, light a fire up under him to get more things accomplished before they move in. So Jackie and Simone talk. We got to talk about how this party all went down. And Jackie said that she told Curtis about the party and told him to think about it more like Magic City, which means y'all stay up at the strip club. Don't make a big deal out of this, okay? Don't do it to yourself. Jackie has a bunch of sex toys all around her office. Apparently, she's writing a book about relationships and sex, and down there, care. Okay, Dr. Jackie, do your research, girl. She's gonna try them all out. All right, Jackie, girl, have fun, girl. I don't want to think about that, but have fun, girl. I hope she does an audiobook. Because I would love to read that. I want an audiobook about that. Like, I will get the real book. I'm just telling y'all, my eyes be tired, girl. My eyes be like, oh, it's blurring. So Simone sits down with her sons for another sex talk, okay? But she really wants to focus on STDs, all right? So she shows them pictures of, what things might look like. Then she pulls out the visual aids. There's some cottage cheese to show them what a yeast infection looks like. I said, child, I ain't never had a yeast infection that looked like that. But they ultimately get into condoms and consent, meaning don't be out here catching no case and wrap it up, okay? Because we ain't taking care of no more babies. Heavenly goes over to Quads. She's on the phone with her lawyer when Heavenly comes through the door, and the lawyer tells her that she needs to get on top of Dr. Gregory. I'm about to say Eugene. Dr. Gregory behind his taxes, because this is the last thing they need to do to get everything finalized. The divorce has been a trial and a tribulation. Sometimes I feel like Quad just does too much. I think Quad is a very beautiful woman, and I feel like sometimes when beautiful women do too much all the time, it can end up, just not being as flattering as you would like. I don't want to say you're giving me Noxzema Jackson vibes, but you were giving me Noxzema Jackson vibes. Child, she in the middle of this very important conversation, and Heavenly is asking for crackers. So she asks her about the divorce when she gets off the phone. So what's going on? Who's getting the house? Who's getting this? What's going on there? What's happening there? And Quad say, girl, you're too far up in my business now. Back up on my business. You're doing too much now. Back up on my business. She's like, oh, all right, girl, I'm sorry. All right, but when is going to be over? Because I'm sick of this. I'm not sick of it because I'm not going through it. But girl, and she was like, around July, things should be finalized. But they giggle about it. And it's not, so much of a big deal. But, yeah, I'm ready for Quiet and Gregory's whole little saga to be over as well, Heavenly. We're all ready for it to be over so that Quiet can get to a place where she's letting some of this self-righteous bitterness go. Okay, and that's what it feels like the victimhood and just the constant defensiveness that Quad tends to bring into the conversation, into the room. Like, I really like Quad, but she does have this really negative, bitter thing about her that I want her to get fixed in together. Because you can always play like you cool, but when your energy is kind of negative, then it don't seem like you're really cool. But I understand a divorce is like a death. It's hard to get through, especially, under these circumstances. Y'all on television, domestic violence, cheatations, all kind of stuff. So we get it. It's tough. But girl, we can't wait for it to be over. So the guys all meet up so that they can bowl with large pins and stuff like that. And Dr. David, Buffy's husband, joins the group. A nice little mild-mannered Caucasian man. He'll fit in just fine. Scott tells them about being a single dad. And I really wish he would stop saying that. Single dads don't get the breaks that you get, okay? And also, single dads be single dads. Y'all been going through this for how long? How long was Contessa doing everything for the children before y'all got to this point? I understand how Scott feels. This is a shift in the dynamic in their family. And it's tough on everybody. We saw last episode how tough it is on the kids. So yes, how tough this is on your husband should be taken into consideration. But I do feel like just deal with it for 2 years. Like, just deal with it. It'll be over. It's a drop in the bucket of the lifetime that y'all plan to spend together. Let your wife get out there and do what she need to do and let it be done with and over with. But Contessa, the next time you want to do something, you need to keep the vicinity in mind. And I know a lot of y'all was like, oh, it's the best, it's the best program in the country. And if she wanted to do it, that's one of the places that she needs to go. And I understand that, y'all. I understand that. But she still has to take into consideration how her children will feel. This will be a different conversation if they didn't have any children involved. And I'm also feeling like Scott can continue to take, whatever the situation is. You'll be all right for another, semester or year. You'll be okay. All right. I do feel like that. But I also feel like it's unfair to ignore how they feel while this is all going on. This is not easy. So I don't understand why Scott or the kids can't vocalize how they feel without Contessa and everybody else feeling like he's telling her to be, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. I don't think that's what Scott is trying to say. I just think that Scott is asking for allowance for the way he does things and how difficult this is on him. He's still doing it. Like, he's still doing it. It's not like he's like, I ain't doing nothing no more. He's not being Marceau over here on Married to Medicine. He's still doing his job, taking care of his kids. But it's difficult. And I think when she comes home, there needs to be a little bit more tenderness. There needs to be a little bit more appreciation. Pat him on the back and make him feel good for the sacrifice that he's making so you can do, you can have your dream. Not to say that you wouldn't deserve that if you're, being put in the same situation as his wife. But we all know that the mothers are always expected to go further than the dads are. But, it's a new time. It's a new generation. People need to get over it. You do what works for your family dynamic. And I just kind of feel like she not, cutting this man no slack. Like, I think he's entitled to feel some type of way. But, it's still kind of like I don't think she should be expected to quit to, make him feel better about it. But y'all, back to the rest of the men. Eugene asked if Mariah's husband was angry about Toya's party. And he was like, I wasn't angry. It's like you felt some type of way though, obviously. Curtis said that they should be mad at Eugene because he knew about it and he didn't tell them. So then they tell Damon, because Damon had no idea what was going on. Heavenly was not about to tell Daddy what had happened and how she got picked up by a man with no drawers on. He said so they should go to a strip club. He tired of being a good guy. They need to go out and go see some strippers. And it's like, haven't y'all done that before? Get out of here, Damon. Calm down. It ain't that serious. Damon was feeling some type of way, y'all. Okay? He was like, if we can do some finger painting, because he could care less if they get mad. I said, you can play if you want to, Dr. Damon. We give you a whole bunch of pats on the back around here. But I will tear your ass up if I have to. Stay within the confines. Your wife was trying to be respectful. Your wife ain't touched nobody and you haven't had a conversation with her yet, so I guess you don't know that. So before we go out and go overboard with some strippers, how about we talk to our wife first, Dr. Damon? We'd appreciate that. Because I swear to God, we give you all of the cool cat, cookies and stars and all of that. We give you all of that. But you can play around and I'll take it down. I don't want to do it to you, but I will, okay? Don't be touching no strippers. I ain't got time for that. They tell y'all not to touch them, okay? They say don't touch them, don't put your hands on, keep your hands to yourself. That's what they tell you, okay? So I don't know where y'all think y'all gonna go and fill all up on the strippers. I don't know where y'all think y'all gonna go with all of that. Toya and Eugene are moving out of their house. And it is like a 2-day process of her packing up everything. And then the next day, they're moving everything while the kids are at school. And it is taking a little longer than they thought. It's a big old house to pack up and move into another big old house. And then when she gets there and realizes that everything isn't unpacked, she's stressed out about that. But then goes to complain to Eugene out back by their beautiful pool with the water running in the back. I said, Toya, girl, if you don't sit down and enjoy this moment in your life right now, I'm going to slap the shit out. Girl, you better enjoy this moment in your life. Okay? She worrying about the kids not having it perfect when they get home. As soon as them kids get home, they run in there and run straight into that pool. Them kids don't care about no boxes. Okay? Them kids happy to be in the house with a pool. Okay? Like, calm down. Jackie and Heavenly go to an upscale sex toy store and, test some things out. And there was something that created a suction cup on the... cool. All of that looked interesting. And Dr. Heavenly definitely took some things to go. They discussed Jackie wanting to take another girls' trip to Savannah because all the girls had such a good time when they came down here to New Orleans. So Scott and Contessa talk about the kids needing their mother. And Contessa says that she's done what he's been doing for the whole life of the kids. As long as they've been here, I've been doing what you've been doing for a little while. Okay? And, you never said that I needed a break. And he was like, I absolutely supported you when you needed to take a break. And he brings up the point that you needed to take the break because you wanted to be closer to the kids. You get home and you're with the kids, and now you want to go and be a surgeon general and get a program that's across the country or, whatever, in Memphis or Nashville while, y'all are in Atlanta, far enough away. He asked the question, are you running after something that I don't know about? Meaning, are we as your family, me as your husband, is our life together not enough in a way that is going to become problematic? Meaning, are you going to eventually choose your career over our family? That is what he's asking her. And I think it's a fair question. But then she goes into the martyr role. Well, I dropped out of school, so, I can go ahead and clean something up around here because I know that's what you want. I know you're happy that that's what I did. And I just kind of felt like that wasn't fair because he didn't ask you to do that. And yes, he wasn't happy about the situation, but it's difficult for everybody. Your kids haven't been happy. You going to turn around and have that attitude with them? I feel like the way she tried to guilt trip him with the decision that she made without even talking to him about it, I just thought that was unfair. And I feel like Contessa was a bit out of pocket for that. And I think this is her attitude towards Scott and his feelings is a part of the reason why he feels the way he does. You're not sweetening the pot for him to make this a little bit more palatable for him. And I understand that some people may feel like she shouldn't have to, but that's his wife. So yes, she should have to find a way to make him feel more comfortable. And she also should stand her ground and finish her program. So I was disappointed that she dropped out. Like, nobody's saying drop out. We just saying it's going to be hard for a little while. Everybody needs to adapt. And you need to accept the fact that this is not the easiest thing for your husband to do. Like, he's not you. You're the mom. Of course, you're going to handle things differently than he does. Then you come home and judge the way he handles things and bring fast food when he been in there cooking all day. Like, y'all wires are being crossed and there's not a lot of consideration, Contessa, on your part for your husband and what this, has been like for him. I'm just saying, y'all, is what I'm paying attention to. But yeah, y'all, Scott and Contessa, they'll be all right eventually. I'm sad that she quit her program because if you're going to go through all of this as you have, why quit now? You had one more, year, 2 more semesters? I would have said go ahead and finish and the family would have to suck it up. Like I said, it's 2 years out of y'all whole lives together. Everybody would have eventually adapted and been all right. Y'all just needed to get on the same page and stop having y'all wires crossed. But you know what? Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. And we'll see the continuation next week. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope y'all enjoyed the review, the recap. And I'll see y'all in the next one.